So if you have no questions, I have a couple of things I'd like to say to you. Of course, I'm worrying about how you feel now because I find it a little bit strange that you're not upset.
Well, I'm being accused, which is, anyways, like I said, I reserve the right to remain silent. So.
No, okay, that's okay, but I just find it strange that you're not upset by all what's going on right now.
I find it very strange to be in this situation.
Adele Sorella guilty of second-degree murder in deaths of daughters. Sorella's daughters, Amanda, 9, and Sabrina, 8, were found dead on March 31st, 2009, inside the family's home in Laval. Adele Sorella has been found guilty of second-degree murder in the deaths of her 2 daughters. Sorella's daughters, Amanda, 9, and Sabrina, 8, died on March 31st, 2009, inside the family's home in Laval. Their bodies were discovered by Sorella's mother and her 2 brothers. There were no signs of violence on the bodies, and the police initially believed they had been poisoned. When that was ruled out, the focus of the investigation turned toward a hyperbaric chamber that had been purchased to treat Sabrina's juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. The suicidal Sorella was arrested the next day after her car crashed into a utility pole in another part of Laval. The force of the collision caused serious damage to the driver's side of her car, but Adele sustained no injuries. An accident scene investigator later testified that the crash was most likely deliberate. The suspect was initially taken to the hospital under police supervision, where she remained for 9 hours. She was then handcuffed and taken to the Laval Police Department, where her interrogation commenced at exactly 7 p.m. The segment of footage released by the Crown Attorney's Office starts 40 minutes into the procedure, and what makes this one of the more fascinating interrogations is the detective's approach and how he goes about trying to achieve his objective. What we know is that he initially discussed the car accident with the suspect and then double-checked that she was without physical injury. He then briefly discussed hospital food and hospitals in general, all essentially small talk for the purpose of rapport development. At around 25 minutes, she was informed that her 2 kids were dead and she was under arrest for first-degree murder. They read her rights, and she was given the choice to speak with an attorney, which she accepted, and was then taken to another room where she got legal advice over the phone for roughly 15 minutes. She was then brought back to the interrogation room and was asked if she wanted any water. She refused and stated that she was invoking her right to remain silent. In Canada, the suspect is well within their rights to not answer questions, yet this doesn't deter the interrogator from asking questions. They can essentially press on for as long as they want, and if the suspect is coaxed out of silence, anything that gets devolved is admissible in court.
I don't know what to think of it. I'm just trying to stay calm. That's it.
Why do you use the word strange? It's...
Because I have an accident, the next thing I know I'm here. So...
Okay, but you're not here because of the accident.
Anyways, I refuse to, I'm just retaining what my lawyer said.
Yeah, but you got me worried now. I have to make sure that you understand why you're here. Do you think you're here because of the accident?
No, I don't know why I'm here. They're telling me it's because something happened to my kids. So I'm saying, anyways, that's it.
Okay, but do you believe that?
Right now, like I said, I'm just staying calm and I'm waiting to go to court tomorrow and following my lawyer's advice. That's it.
But do you believe what I told you?
No, I don't believe what you're saying to me, so...
Okay, you don't believe me.
No. So...
What do you believe?
I just reserving my right to remain silent.
I'm just asking you, what do you believe?
What I believe. That's all.
Which is?
I said, I'm here right now, and
do you
I
believe?
go to court.
Do you believe that your daughters are alive?
Yes. So I'm staying calm.
I have the regret to inform you that they're dead. Both of them.
No, they're not. So
that's why you're not upset.
I told you I'm staying calm.
Yeah,
and everything will be fine.
And not only that they are deceased, both of them, but you are under arrest for killing them.
Look, I'm their mother, so...
I know. That's why it's so difficult. What is the machine for pressure? What do you use it for? Pressure tank. What do you use it for?
That's Sabrina, for her arthritis.
She needs it for arthritis?
She has juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah. We were able to get rid of it because of it.
It works?
Yep. Doesn't have to take steroids or any of that stuff. So it's done very well for her. She's grown a lot. She's become, yeah. So she did very, very, very well.
Okay, and what are the treatment? How many times a week or?
Now it's only like once a week, but I haven't done it in over quite a long time.
Because she doesn't need it?
No, she's in remission.
Okay.
So she's doing very well. She's grown 4 inches. She never gains weight, but she's grown. So.
Does she have to take medication?
No, no more. No more medication.
Okay. So you don't need as much as you needed to, the machine?
No, but it's something that you need. You can keep up in her body to keep her healthy.
So you can do it from time to time and it's still going to work?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long has it been without using it?
I don't know, 6, 8 months.
Oh, before Christmas?
Yeah.
That's good. That's very good. Is it painful when she used that?
No.
No? It's just raise the pressure and that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Do you have to follow a course to operate that machine?
No, it's a friend shows me how to do it. So.
Is it complicated?
No.
No? It must be expensive though.
It's worth it for your kids.
Yeah.
They're 6, it's worth it. It's better than giving them medication. It's something that she can grow out of, well, better for her. So.
Yeah. How we would do anything for our kids, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We want the best for them.
Yeah, we do.
Detective Delisle talks about how people will perceive what Sorella is alleged to have done. It's a rare instance where Sorella actually had an exchange with Delisle.
Everybody's going to think that you couldn't bear the fact that they would be happy without you. They're going to say that, and that's why you killed them. People don't realize that they are your daughters. And that you couldn't stand to be part of them if they were with somebody else. So what's going to come is going to be a lot of disapprobation. on what you did. And a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of anger at you. You're gonna have to face that. I'm just warning you in advance. You just have to keep focused on the reason why you did it. This is your strength. You disagree? You do disagree. You're difficult to read, but now you disagree with what I'm saying. Why? You can tell me. Don't be afraid. I won't get mad. Why do you disagree with what I just said?
People have the right to think whatever they want. Doesn't mean it's true or not true. It's their perception or what they think. Doesn't mean it's what it is. So
it's probably not. Also, I'm going further than you. It's probably not.
It doesn't matter. They already decided that that's what it is. So it doesn't matter what you say or what you do.
Detective Delisle shows Sorella 4 crime scene photographs taken inside her home where the bodies of both her daughters were found. The photographs are of the girls' bodies after the paramedics tried to revive them.
I know, but there's one thing that we need an explanation on. We need to explain this.
I'm going to talk to my lawyer.
Look at that. This is the truth. These are your daughters. Something brought you to do that to them. How can we explain this? How is it possible that you brought your brother to see this? You send it home, knowing you will find this. Why weren't you there? How can you explain that this could happen? What in your life brought you to that? We have to explain this. Look at that. You gave them life. You brought them up. They trusted you. Can you still say it's not true? How come you don't want to explain that? How come you don't have any reaction? How come you can look at that?
I'm not saying anything.
This is the truth. This is reality. This is what happened. This is how you left them. This is Sabrina and Amanda. And you left them there to be found by your brother. Your brother had to try to revive them because he loved them. You owe him an explanation why he had to do that. Why is the one who had to call the police? The ambulance. Why he's the one who had to save them, and he was not able to. Why you weren't there? Why did you leave? Why did you leave them there, alone? You told me you loved them. You left them alone. You don't even react to that. You deny this, you flee this. What are you doing?
The interrogation is almost over, and Sorella still maintains that her girls are alive, despite having been shown photographs of their lifeless bodies. Detective Delisle then asks her about what day it is. He later testified that the question was an attempt to see if she was mentally stable.
You want to say something? I'm still listening.
No, I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
I don't believe that's them on the floor.
Sorry? Did you say that? You don't believe that's them on the floor?
Just see them like that, yeah.
Okay. Who do you believe it is?
I'm just
No, tell me. Let's play that game.
No, I'm not playing the game.
That's not them on the floor. Okay. We took what? Actors?
I'm gonna think of my kids as I choose to think of my kids.
And you see them all.
I just want to go back to myself.
Okay, but we took actors to do that? Is that what you think? We put them on your living room floor? Same build? Same hair? Same face? And said, pretend you're dead? Is that what you're saying?
Not saying anything.
Yeah, you said, I don't believe that's them on the floor. You said that.
Not saying anything.
Did you look at those pictures? Didn't you recognize Sabrina and Amanda? Want to take another look?
I don't want to see any pictures.
Okay.
Of that.
But you're not serious when you say I don't believe that's them on the floor.
I just want to go back to myself.
I know that.
Okay, so then that's it.
I know that. There's no more picture I can show you if you choose not to believe. I'd like to know how we manage that. How is it possible? There's no logic in what you're saying. Do you know what day it is today? Do you know what day it is today?
I don't need to say anything.
Do you know what day it is today?
Yes.
Tell me.
I'm just going to go back to myself.
What day it is today? What is it? You don't know.
I don't want to see any of that stuff.
No, I'm not showing you anything. I'm just asking you, do you know what day we are today?
Yes, I do know what day we are.
Okay, tell
I'm
me.
not answering anything.
Okay, because you don't know.
Like I said, you can say, you can think what you want. I'm not going to answer anything.
Today is the 1st of April. And you seem to think it's April Fool's Day. You believe what you want.
The Crown was unable to produce any witnesses who were present when the girls died. The crux of their theory came from Caroline Tanguay, a pathologist who testified that the most likely cause of death was that the girls were somehow kept in the sealed hyperbaric chamber until they died from a lack of oxygen. When she testified in her defense, Sorella said the chamber was purchased by her husband while he was on the run to avoid arrest in Project Colisée, a combined forces special enforcement unit investigation that resulted in the 2006 arrests of 6 Montreal mafia leaders and dozens of their associates. Husband Giuseppe De Vito had conspired with members of the Rizzuto organization to smuggle more than 200 kilograms of cocaine in through Pierre Elliott Trudeau International Airport. Sorella told the jury that while he was on the run, De Vito had a friend install the chamber inside her home to replace an older model without her permission and against her will. She said that she had no idea how the newer model worked and that she never used it. Tanguay testified that if Amanda and Sabrina somehow remained in the sealed chamber long enough and no oxygen was supplied to it, they would have died gradually from a lack of oxygen, wherein the victim loses consciousness before dying. The jury was told that the oxygen levels inside a sealed chamber, like the one found in Sorella's home, would have become critically low after 90 minutes. Sorella, 52, had been found guilty of second-degree murder in the killing of her 2 young daughters, 9-year-old Amanda and 8-year-old Sabrina, last year. Adela Sorella is out of prison on a conditional release while she awaits her appeal. The judge released Sorella under the conditions that she put up a $25,000 guarantee, that she doesn't leave her home between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m., and that she doesn't leave Quebec or apply for a passport.